so nicely and very quick. So yesterday was a very successful day.
That's good. Where did you go?
There is in New Cumberland a store that's called Oxford Hall. It's Celtic, a Celtic boutique. Everything Irish, basically.
Oh.
And this is like a little treasure place because they have kind of a Catholic shop in there. So they have all dresses for boys and girls for their first communion.
Oh.
They have a coffee shop on the other side, so it was perfect. We could get a tea and a cookie on our running day.
Yeah.
They had other small gifts also, and the people were very nice, and it was very nice.
That's good. Well, what do you want to work on today? Anything specific?
I think I'd like to do the floor. My back is a little bit in pieces, and my contact is still not getting in right.
Oh, no.
My back is in a little bit of pieces right now, so I think maybe the floor or whatever, so my back doesn't get too much.
Okay, well then we'll start on the floor, and we'll go from there.
Which Max? Tap the one you want.
She's playing with Siri.
Oh.
She loves talking to Siri. Where would you like to go? We want to go somewhere?
This is about you, Crystal, not me.
Yes, let's make it all about me. Right, Minette? We're going to make it about Mama? Here, let's go.
Why is the baby playing
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're in my spot.
Welcome to somebody's baby's mommy's spot.
The doggy is doing the stretch too. Did you see that?
Yeah. Her hair got so long.
Look at that. Doggy is stretching well. You come?
All right. Are you going to help or are you going to play with your train?
Mommy,
Here, just show me. All right. So let's start laying down. Woo!
Are you playing something? Is it a play jacket that he has on or a real jacket?
What? I'm sorry.
Is it a real jacket that he has on or is it a play jacket to play?
Yeah, just like a sweatshirt.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was a fireman dress or something.
Oh, no. All right, so let's start laying on our back. It's from a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Just his nose just keeps running.
I know Anjali's been pretty bad with her nose. I think I'm finally getting her under control. And my doctor is, every time I call him, he's like, did you give her Edelberry? I'm like, oh, I forgot.
Oh, yeah. I never really did that. I've heard about it. I've never tried it.
I can send you the link of the one that I like. There is 2 that I like.
Yeah, I know they have a bunch of giant.
Yes, they do. They got it at Amazon too.
Inhaling and then pull that belly button down to your spine. Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna then keep that belly button pulled in nice and tight to your spine, and you're gonna take one heel and slide it down along the floor. As you exhale, pull that belly button in and slide it back up. And we're gonna alternate those feet. Taking one leg down and sliding it back up. Down.
Grumpy Minette? Do we have a Grumpy Minette?
Good, and you're just alternating your heels, sliding them down on the ground.
Okay.
Ah. Aye. Aye.
Okay, now we're gonna try the same thing, but you're gonna just slack Macy, lie down. Good girl. You're gonna slide your heel out, but not on the floor. You're gonna keep it up a little higher and then bring it in.
I need to bring the computer a little closer.
Okay.
Hopefully I won't unplug it either. There we go. What? Okay, come. Come. Only one thing interesting minute. Yes. Here. No. Here. Here. Hey, Dodo.
Leg slide, maybe. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more on each side.
Now I want yellow.
All right, now we're gonna lift your leg and do a little march. So you're gonna inhale, keep that belly button pulled in nice and tight, and then lift one leg up to the side. And then alternate those legs, good. And just take a break when your feet are down and do that nice little breath in. Pull that belly button down nice and tight to your spine before you lift your next leg up. Oh, my hips are very tight. I decided because it was nice out, I always say like I don't run, but sometimes I have this random inkling to just try and run a couple blocks. So I did that like twice in the past 2 days.
Oh.
And I feel it.
Why did it work?
I figured out that I run on the treadmill and that's all. I'm not
Yeah.
Why did it work?
Here you go.
I
Tissues are over here.
Oh,
Right here.
I just
Good job. Here, let me help you. Come here. Okay, now we're gonna lift one leg up and we're gonna hold it there. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, squeeze that belly button in, hold that pelvic floor, and then you're gonna lift your other leg up to a nice 90-degree angle. And we're gonna hold there, keeping that belly button pulled in nice and tight, pelvic floor engaged. And we're gonna do some squeezes for 10 seconds. So we're gonna do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, you can drop one leg down and rest. Then when you're ready, we're gonna lift those legs back up. Squeeze that belly button in. And then pull 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a rest so you can either just bring your knees in. And then you're gonna take them back up, pulling that belly button in nice and tight, lifting those legs to that 90-degree angle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take a nice little rest. From there, you're gonna lift those legs up. I want you to flex your feet. Try to hold a 90-degree angle in your knees while still keeping your lower back on the floor. So if this is hurting your back at all, bring your knees closer to your chest. And we're gonna have that pelvic floor engaged, and we're gonna tap one heel down at a time, keeping that belly button pulled down to the floor. Good.
I'm gonna get down.
Good job. So we're gonna do 2 more on each side. The last set here. Good, then put your feet down. And we're gonna stretch your legs out, straight to the front. And we're gonna lift one leg up to the ceiling.
Can you do like me, Minette? Look.
We're gonna draw with our toe little circles on the ceiling, and I want you to keep both your hips on the floor. And just concentrate on that breathing. Take a nice inhale, exhale, down, around, and up. Inhale, exhale, down, around, and up. Okay, now we're gonna reverse that circle the other way.
I have to think which way I was going.
What were you doing that you're feeling your back?
Oh, I have a bad back.
Good, we're gonna switch legs. I just wasn't sure if it was a lot of sitting or a lot of moving around.
Well, lots of nursing at night doesn't help. And
Good, then switch your start on your other leg.
you know, through the cycle, the different hormones levels.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's making a big effect. So I know it hasn't been bad lately. For a few months, I had to go to the chiropractor every week or every other week.
Oh, wow.
I haven't been there for a few weeks now, so it's not too bad.
Good, reverse your circle here.
When I was pregnant with Anjali, I had to walk with a cane.
And what?
I had to walk with a cane when I was pregnant with Anjali.
Good job.
And it was mainly because my back could get stuck. And if I had nothing to lean on, I was literally stuck in place.
Oh, wow. All right, put your leg down there. Thank you. That's beautiful. Okay, sit with me. All right, we're gonna do some bridges here. So keep that belly button pulled in nice and tight. Pelvic floor engaged to go all the way up. And then you're just gonna slowly take your hips up to the ceiling and lower them back down. I need you. I wish you stayed here.
What was that?
Good. Take Sometimes the lights just flash. Oh, yeah, yours. Here. Well.
Attention, Minette.
Well, it's Anjali. I don't know what she's doing now. She's talking now.
Uh-oh. You're okay, you're okay.
All right, we're gonna keep those hips up, and from here we're gonna lift and lower your heels. I can't get you high up on my leg.
Huh? What?
Right, roll your hips down here.
Bisous. Hey, bisous.
Now we're gonna do some little leg openers. So we're gonna stay in this position. We're gonna inhale, so it's almost like our clams, but just on our back. You're gonna inhale, exhale, drop that leg out while you're keeping both hips on the ground, and then bring that leg back in before you take an inhale. So we're gonna keep going to one side. Inhale, drop the hips on the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, slide that leg or drop that leg down.
How about that? She wants the carrier.
Good job.
Oh, there you go.
Let's touch it. I don't want
Good. Last one on this leg, and then we're going to switch legs. All right, we're going to inhale, exhale, take that other leg out to the side now. Keep both hips up and then in.
This is too funny.
She's trying to get it on. I can't really see.
Yeah, she's trying to the carrier, whatever.
I love how they won it for like 5 minutes and then they're done.
I guess we're going to have to do a carrier one.
Yeah.
Okay, come today. Viens today. Allez, come.
2 more here. And then we can stand up for a minute if she wants.
Was your son that stubborn too?
Oh, yeah. But then he wouldn't want to stay in it. Just like Anjali.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Hey, you wanna come, baby? Hey, come. Come. Oops. We have a grumpy baby these days. Here, look, we're going to put that on. Things are weapons, babe. Wait, come. Right. Hey, come. Come. Go. Lois. I still have my head cut off.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to find a motor to put on my computer so it could shift, you know, and follow your face. I'm kidding, I won't do that.
I was saying you have to invent that.
I'm not clever enough to do that. I have the idea, but...
Yeah. All right, let's start doing some plies, keeping that pelvic floor contracted, belly button in. Inhale down, exhale on your way up.
Where are you going? Okay. That's cool. Okay.
Are you happy now, Anjali?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Did she tell you? Yeah. She looks tired. Rubbing her eyes.
She has a little bit of that cold left. So that was quick. You want to do it? Like this. Allez, arms up. Right.
All right, from here, just do a nice little bend. Keep that pelvic floor engaged, and you're going to take your hips side to side.
Dum, dum, dum.
All right, from here, we're going to do some big circles with those hips.
How about playing with yours? Yeah.
Ruben, too loud. It's too loud, don't push them.
No.
All right, reverse that circle the other way. Do you have plans for today?
Yeah, work.
Oh no.
Finish the laundry. I don't want another week where my laundry is not folded.
I'm all downstairs right now in a big pile. All right, so you're gonna take one, you're gonna bend down, and then we're gonna shift our weight. So you're gonna bend down and then shift, and you can even have your arms out to the side.
Or just one side?
Oh, no, you're fine. You can keep switching. I'm going to do 8 on each side. Good. And feel each time you shift your weight that you feel like all the way up to your inner thigh, pelvic floor is really pulled up. Belly button's in. You're pulling all the way up to the ceiling. Good.
You're not feeling well, aren't you?
Good. We'll switch sides.
I think we're going to have a big nap.
Aww.
I do say oh.
Because they think, ooh, you okay?
What do you think? What do you think, Mom?
Pull that back some
Okay.
so it doesn't break.
Here.
Further back in. Because they said Anjali doesn't feel good. A little bit further. 2 more. And last one here. Good.
Oh, you're stuck. You see it? I don't know if you hear me, but you're stuck and I don't seem to hear you.
Do you want to kneel now?
Okay.
There you go. All right.
You were stuck.
Yeah, I was just ending your video and I just restarted it. So you'll just have to say start video again.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, and now you're stuck again. It's strange.
Because sometimes that fixes. There you are. Okay. Do you want to kneel down?
No. Yeah.
Okay. So let's kneel and we'll just work on some core stuff with gravity pulling on us.
Okay, with this broken leg and the
Now you can turn it. All right. So if this hurts your wrists at all, I just put my hands in fists and put it down so our wrists are nice and straight. All right. So we're gonna take one leg to the back. Keep your belly button pulled in nice and tight, and you're just gonna lift up and down. No, you can still draw like that. Oh, well, no, you still draw.
all the broken ones.
Okay, you're gonna hold your legs back, and we're gonna do some circles here. Okay, we're gonna switch legs. Keeping that belly button pulled in nice and tight. We're just gonna go up and down. Yeah, my laundry, I sat in the washer. We did it for like 3 times and I kept falling asleep before I could change it to the dryer. So I finally did that yesterday. I finally redid it and got it to the dryer, and then I put in another load, and then last night it was brought upstairs and I fell asleep, and it's all just there to be folded today.
Well, you know, I put my washer on at night, and sometimes I just put it in the dryer the next morning. I don't worry about it.
Ours really smells if we do that.
Yeah, I know. Mine doesn't, because I would definitely not do that if it was. So.
Good. Reverse your circle. We have like one of the first high efficiency front end loaders.
Okay.
or front end loaders. I said a construction term. All right, just take a stretch back here.
What is happening?
So it doesn't always like get really, I feel like there's always water in it. In our washing machine. All right, from there, do you want to lay down on our side?
I think I'm going to have to.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, if she wants to nurse, let's do some stuff on our side.
I think she didn't sleep yesterday. She didn't take naps, not much at all yesterday. And
Do you have a fever or just runny nose?
her running nose is, it's not running anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I yesterday was worried I had to take him back to the doctor. But he seems okay. Like, I was just worried he was getting a fever.
It's, what Anjali was sick, when was that? 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago? And she had, what was it? She was throwing up and she was okay. Then she had one day at daycare where they called me. They're like, she's running a low-grade fever. And I'm like, oh, shoot. And at night, I picked her up, and she was fine. I mean, she had a little bit of a runny nose, and then she was fine for 3 days. And then the runny nose came again.
Mm-hmm.
And again, at daycare, they called me. It was Tuesday for the past 3 weeks. They called me on Tuesday, and they're like, we just want to let you know she's running a low-grade fever. I pick her up at night, everything's fine. And I agree with what they're saying, because when I drop her in the morning, I'm not surprised, you know your kids, right? So I don't know what she was doing. And then finally last week, I'm like, I need to call the doctor because I don't like it. And he's like, well, give her some elderberry. So, and this week, it seems like it's going away. So.
Open here and then squeeze your heels together. Yeah, I'll have to send you a message to ask you what that is afterwards, or write it down before we get off of here so I can go look.
I got mine on Amazon last time. I didn't have time to go to the store, and I saw that they had the exact same brand on Amazon. I just got it through Amazon.
Yeah, we have to go to Giant anyway today, so.
And honestly, I mean, with all of the germs and everything that was around this year, I don't think I got sick this year. So, and I know I've taken, when I wasn't feeling well or something, I took the elderberry also.
All right, you're gonna turn your toes out, and we're just gonna tap our foot in front and then to the back.
I like this exercise. It's a tough one, but for some reason I like it.
Yeah, he just started with a really high fever and like really nothing much else. And then that went away, and then all the runny nose and everything came.
How high does he go?
So not this past week, but the week before, we ended up in the ER because it was like 105, 106.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we'd already been to urgent care. Like, we called because he had his infusion for his IBD on Monday. And then Wednesday morning, he woke up with like 103. So we had called, and they were like, just go. And he was just like listless, just like not himself at all.
That's what's dangerous.
Right. So we called the pediatrician. They referred us to his GI. And then she was like, at Vitals, we went to urgent care, and they were like, he's fine, because they took his temperature wrong. And I even told the doctor there that I was like, the medical assistant took the temperature wrong. I was like, he barely touched his forehead. I was like, it's wrong. Because I just took it and it was like 102 before we left.
Is it the urgent care that's next to the Target on 22?
No, we actually went, go bring this leg up and just stretch it here, pull it into your chest. We went to the one by Giant on Linglestown Road.
Oh, I don't know this one.
Which I've had good experiences with them. For myself, okay, can you flip to the other side? Or do you want to wait?
I can't flip.
Okay, so bring that leg up and over. We'll do some inner side here. We're just gonna lift. I had a good experience with them when I had like an ear infection, and then my husband got really sick, and I took him there.
Oh, that's good.
But this last, really like. Crystal, are you still there?
I am back, yeah. You get frozen once in a while.
Oh no.
That's good to know. Well, you know Colin, right? I think Colin is a common friend we have. She likes Aspire on 22.
Oh yeah, so my in-laws go there, but I didn't have good experience there.
Oh, you didn't? I never went there. I just had good feedback from a few different people. So
Yeah, so there's like 2 different things there. All right, let's bring those knees in again. And I just want you to hold your knees open, your heels together, and squeeze, really feel that pelvic floor. They have both like a family practice, and then they also have their urgent care there. I like 22 or the patient first because they can give you an IV.
Done.
oh,
And I had food poisoning like 2 years ago, and I didn't want to go to the ER.
no.
Because he was young, and I couldn't drive, so Isaac had to take me, and he like slept in the car. They stayed out in the car because it was during like flu season and everything. All right, then bring that leg up again and stretch. So I called around and I was like, I need an IV. I know that's all I need. I'm really dehydrated. And
Done.
that was the place that could do it.
Huh. I think patient first is the one that I was telling about, right, on the Target Plaza, right, on 22.
Yeah.
I had a very bad experience there.
Really?
Yeah, with Etienne. He had the flu, and they made his nose bleed.
Oh my.
Yeah, exactly. So I wasn't very happy when you take, how old was he back then? I think he was 4.
Was it like they did a flu test or?
Yeah, they did a swab and that made his nose bleed. And I'm like, they must have gone a little bit too far up.
Yeah.
So I wasn't very happy with that. And yeah, so.
Yeah, I feel it's just like you never know, but it's the same thing anywhere.
Well, that's true, you know.
Sometimes it's fine. I guess it depends on just who's there working.
There's a lot of that, right?
Open your knee up and down. Sorry, what did you say?
There is a lot of that. It's like when you go, I mean, I know the pediatrician's office where I go. There is some doctors that I like very much, and
right.
Some other doctors, we don't have the same vision exactly, so I don't care too much about the way they think. So
yeah.
And when it comes down to your health, you need to have a good relationship with your doctor too.
The baby cuckoo.
Minette.
No, she's not playing with Siri.
I thought she was falling asleep, but no.
Yeah, no, not after she just got up and went running.
Yeah, she was closing her eyes and
All right, we're gonna tap that leg in front and in back. Just like you run. Yeah, on 2 feet. I can't see through you. Excuse
yeah.
me. All right, we're gonna bring those knees in. Take your knee up to the side and squeeze.
Not yet.
Nom, nom, nom. Nom,
She wants to get out.
nom, nom. Well, we're almost done, Anjali. Gotta get mom to stretch. All right, up and over, and you're gonna lift it.
Get your cup. Get your cup. Can we not play with mommy sewing kit?
When you're feeling it in your back, is it more lower back, or where do you feel it?
Yeah, it's my lower back.
Yeah.
Just the longer.
And is that what you have or have?
Sorry, you got cut off.
You have SI joint dysfunction?
Yes, I go to a chiropractor because if I, depending on the movement I make, I get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get stuck, it hurts.
Right. Lift that leg again, and we're gonna squeeze those heels together. On these exercises, make sure you do these core squeezes after you get readjusted, because they help to keep you in the right place.
So which exercise?
Like the squeezes, the just breathing and pulling your belly button deep into your spine and doing that Kegel. And then also on your back, these little knee drops out to the side.
Oh, okay.
If you go through on the YouTube, there's some playlists, just like the core and pelvic floor, like these top couple exercises to know. Kind of pretty much anything we did at the beginning of class today, like the heel slides, the marching on your back. And then, what did we do? Stretch your leg.
And then one drop on each side.
Yeah. Sorry, then hop up. I thought we stretched our legs and we didn't. Pretty much anything from the beginning, because that works the core and the pelvic floor, and those are what stabilize your SI joint.
Okay.
And then also, I did a couple of videos recently just talking about while you're sitting up nice and tall and just concentrating on that deep breath, like the diaphragmatic breathing. So every time you exhale, you really pull that belly button in, and it's really a core workout, just that breathing. And that really helps your core take over and not your back muscles. So those are good things to do. All right, put your feet together and we'll just stretch out here. All right, you can keep your legs like that, or you can cross them.
Where's the best?
And then we're gonna slide over. Where did you put it? I don't know.
Mommy.
Oh, it's behind you. Come up and then slide to the other side, still keeping that belly button engaged. All right, then you're gonna go to a nice little downward dog. And just press one heel in at a time to stretch the back of your legs.
Oh, this is stiff today.
Yeah. Well, plus it was, 85 degrees yesterday, and now it's 50, so our bodies don't know what to do.
I know.
All right, let's bring one leg forward. And you can take a little lunge there and stretch your hips. All right, let's switch legs.
You know that I would have never left your brothers emptying a spool of yarn.
What did you say?
I am letting her play with a spool of yarn.
Oh.
And I'm like, I would have never let her brothers do that.
All right, and then bend your leg, and then flex that front foot. Straighten that leg in front of you. And just try to hinge forward with a nice flat back. Good, there you go.
Did you see the article a few weeks ago where they were explaining, they went and studied, people who live in the countryside where exercises, and learning postures and all that doesn't happen. They were like, all of the people that are gardening in those places know how to keep their back straight naturally.
Right.
And when I look at Anjali, depending on what she does, it's amazing to see that the babies, they keep their back straight too.
Right. Yeah, that's actually like, as you develop, a lot of like the core and pelvic floor, it engages when it's supposed to before they do any actions. But then eventually as we grow, it kind of just goes goes to the wayside. I feel like mostly because of just sitting a lot.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. You can just roll your head side to side. Get a nice little stretch on your neck. All right. How are you feeling?
Good. Good. Yeah, it was good.
Good. Hi, Anjali. Hi. Mommy's all done. She's all done.
He's so sleepy. I think I need to go put him for a nap.
Aww.
No nap yesterday or almost none. So it's going to be 2 naps today.
Mm.
Hmm?
Yeah, get some rest so you have a nice, happy baby.
Thank you, Tori.
All right, have a good one. I'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.